Kartik, I also, there's one more thing that I had to talk about when I was telling you guys about what we are planning for the next year. We've also partnered up with CLA in the consultancy space. So thank you so much for that, Kartik. I have a question for you which is related to HP and hardware, and especially because you head the firm and budgets are haywire. So again, similarly, is there any expectation that you have out of brands like HP? Even from a perspective of hardware, you were very interested in the poly as well as, I think they've asked some questions with regards to AR, VR. So number one, what is your expectation from them? And secondly, again, how is it that you're going to be managing budgets and what are you going to be prioritizing?
Sure. So I have quite a few actually expectations from HP. Apart from obviously the basic ones, the pricing particularly for medium-sized customers like us, and of course I also talk for small-sized customers. But for us, let's say medium-sized players, basically, we would expect maybe some better pricing terms, better credit limits, which I think I've been talking to Vipul by all over, because we're out and out, HP customer of yours in the consulting space. And also, I think a couple of more things. I think the discussion that we had today, the engagement that we had today was completely an eye-opener. And I would say if we are having an engagement on some of these, then it will also help us to identify the right products that are useful for our kind of industry. So this engagement was very useful, but how can we better the engagement all the engagement presently is happening through Vipul Bhai, and we know, anything that is there. I must say, he is one of the best, KayImpex is one of the best ambassadors for HP. And all that, honestly, all our decisions for HP is because of, our relationship with KayImpex. But, we also, as a result of that, are out and out HP client, your customer. So if we can have, some perspective on that, especially because we keep talking about HP all the time. Wherever it's an HP possibility, first we'll go for HP. So that's the perspective. And wherever there are some implementation things involved, basically what we would expect is ease, effectiveness, and economics of implementation. So where there is really fast pace to some of the solutions that we spoke about in terms of implementation. Especially what I liked was not going to a public cloud and maybe have an on-prem where some things are very important. So I think that's my expectation. If you can allow me one more minute on particularly, I think there's a subject, and I think a lot came up on this whole subject on innovation and optimization and things like that. Basically I do believe that innovation stands out as a single most important area for sponsorship over even optimization. So all that we spoke about, the reduction of workforce is actually one aspect of optimization. When we talk about optimization, you basically, within a given framework, you basically try to fit in things and say, okay, let's optimize what is there right now. But if you look at the paradigm of innovation and how the AI is getting into that space, basically just one or two examples in a healthcare pharma space. We have, as India, one of the largest pharma exporters in the world, like for example GCC services, technology outsourcing and exports that we do. Take a case of a pharma company or a healthcare company which is, let's say, having limited bandwidth, not the largest, because we have largest, two largest out of the 10 players are in India today, branded generics, etc. But let's say if you take example of even, those which do innovative and blockbuster drugs. So how a drug can actually, which is innovated and it goes to the market like an ICU drug, and how it is taken to the market, the role that AI plays in that innovation, going to the hospital, going to the doctor and the medical representatives, it removes the challenges and further enables the medical representatives to talk about that innovative drug. And that changed the paradigm completely because it creates a new opportunity. on innovation, which whatever reduction has happened because of optimization is short term. But a new opportunity that gets created is a very different paradigm and a completely different set of employment opportunities and workforce enhancement that gets created. So I tend to say that don't think short term on that. I think innovation, if you answer that well with using AI, then I think you solve it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Kartik, I would just brief thing. What is the partnership that we have done and some of the services that we offer? Just a very brief.
Sure. So I think there's a very important concept on this partnership. I think what KayImpex explained, as a solid technology company and a technology partner company along with OEM. What we tend to do along with KayImpex is, partnership on 3 fronts. One is Agentic AI business process, Agentic AI implementation. On most of the things that my fellow DAS members spoke about, panel members spoke about. So Agentic AI. Second is cybersecurity services on pen testing, etc. I think that's another area we've already gone to a few of the customers going together, and where basically we offer a real value for money services along with KayImpex to the client, and digital forensic, which my fellow colleague Pawan Pawar spoke about already on digital forensics. So cyber security and digital forensics, and plus a very high-end specialized resource of services that we do for some of the global clients and also Indian MNC clients, large Indian groups. So very high-end special resource org, and there also we have a couple of good use cases along with KayImpex.
Okay, thank you again. Thank you so much.